Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
Just hoping that you can leave the game and enjoy it without any, problems.
While most of us will be watching the Vikings-Eagles play on TV, there are some from the Valley that will be in Philadelphia to see the game in person. With home field advantage, you can expect Eagle fans to be loud and for some a little fanatical, something that they're known for. Valley News Team's Ashley Holcomb spoke with a Viking fan from Fargo who is taking some precautions.
I'm watching every minute, every game, where she knows that we're not allowed to plan anything Sunday from noon to 3 or whenever the Vikings are playing.
Matthew Sari is a huge Vikings fan and can't wait for the game on Sunday. Normally, he would be decked out in Vikings gear, but because of the reputation the Eagles fans have, he's going to dial it down.
I had a Vikings onesie, and stuff like that, but now we'll go just basic this time around, which kind of disheartening that you maybe can't go all out.
That's because Philadelphia Eagles fans have a reputation for being quite rowdy, and officials in the city have taken notice. Even police are warning businesses around Lincoln Financial Field in Philly to be on the lookout.
I mean, it's a totally different environment. I guess like when you go to somebody else's house, you learn their rules before you really get comfortable because every house is different with rules.
You just have to pray that it's okay and everybody's calm-ish and has a good time.
Matthew's wife, Kaylee, is always a little nervous when her husband travels. But given the talk of what he'll be seeing in the stands in Philly, she hopes he plans on being extra cautious.
But it'll definitely be heightened during the game, and then depending on how the game goes, it'll be heightened as well.
Despite being outnumbered, Sari and his friends plan on tailgating in Philly and rooting on the Vikings no matter what the Eagles fans throw their way.
We're in enemy lines. We're going to embrace it and have fun with it.
In Fargo, Ashley Holcomb, Valley News Live.
Another person from here is going to be there, but she'll be working. Valley News Team Sports Director Beth Houle will be providing us with post-game coverage from Philadelphia. Warmer than average temps, I'll take that, and I'm sure most around these parts would too, after the recent cold snap especially. How long will this warm-up stick around? Let's check in with Justin to find out.
And thank you, Mike, and good evening, everybody. Yeah, temperatures 20 to 25 degrees above normal. We should be into the upper teens to near 20. Here's our high temperatures today. Grand Forks and Fargo, 41 degrees. That is a record high in Grand Forks. The record high in Fargo into the lower 50s, so we're nowhere near that, but still not bad for this time of year. Upper 30s and lower 40s across the region. Temperatures into the 10 o'clock hour, still very warm for this time of night and this time of year. We're into the upper 20s and lower 30s with wind speeds mainly from the west at 5 to 15 miles per hour, keeping us warm. And we're going to have some cloud cover as we go through the overnight period. That will keep temperatures into the upper 20s, so evening plans not that bad, especially for a January night. We'll tell you how warm we are going to be as we go through the weekend and if there's any cool air ahead coming up later in the newscast.
All right, thanks, Justin. And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. If you do so, you'll get the latest forecast and conditions so you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free. There's new information tonight on a deadly crash in Grand Forks County yesterday. Names have been released of the two women killed in that crash near Thompson. Both victims were from Hatton, North Dakota. 59-year-old Lynette Yestebo and 97-year-old Alpha Flotten died after the head-on crash on Highway 15. The women were residents of the Hatton Prairie Village nursing home. The van they were riding in belonged to the home. Troopers say the roads were frost-covered at the time of the crash. A woman from the Valley is upset after she tried getting her prescription refilled at the pharmacy in the Moorhead Sam's Club, but ended up being turned away. Sam's is keeping a lid on how many shoppers are let in, only allowing 20 people at a time. The woman, who didn't want to be identified, says she needed her medication immediately.
I told one of the employees that I needed to get in and get my prescription for my high blood pressure pills, and he said, "No, sorry, you have to come back tomorrow."
The woman did go back next day and she got her prescription refilled. Meanwhile, all of you who use the Sam's Club pharmacy, the store's operator says that all prescriptions are being moved to the Dilworth Walmart pharmacy. This story, as I mentioned, came to us through our whistleblower hotline. If you need help with a serious issue in your community, call the number on your screen, 701-237-6576, and leave your tip. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. It's Friday, which means it's time to take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say Evan Patrick McMaster is wanted for probation violation on a possession of meth charge. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information on McMaster's whereabouts. Fargo police say a runaway teen from Williston could be in our area. A picture of Dayton Murray is now on your screen. He was last seen wearing a black shirt, tan pants, white shoes, and a black baseball cap. He's 16 years of age, about 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighs 150 pounds. He has brown hair and blue eyes. If you have any information as to his whereabouts, call Fargo Police at 701-451-7660. Authorities in Las Vegas are now saying they may have been another person involved in last year's mass shooting at the Mandalay Bay Casino Hotel, the worst in U.S. history. Clark County Sheriff Joe Lombardo says the FBI has an ongoing case against an individual of federal interest, but would not elaborate. 58 people were killed, hundreds more injured. Investigators are confident there was only one shooter, Stephen Paddock, and his girlfriend, who was previously called a person of interest in the case, would likely not be charged. A full report on the shooting is expected to be released at the end of the year. Tonight, we're learning that rock superstar Tom Petty died of an accidental drug overdose, the result of taking various medications that included opioids. The beloved musician's system showed traces of fentanyl and oxycodone, among others, that according to the coroner. In a statement posted on Facebook, Petty's wife and daughter confirmed he was taking a mixture of drugs to treat health issues, including a fractured hip. Petty went into cardiac arrest at his home in early October. He died at the age of 66. The Vikings Skol chant has fans all over Minnesota and North Dakota showing their support for the team. Later on Valley News Live at 10, some of the youngest members of the Vikings fan base show us how it's done. Detecting cancer is a major step in being able to treat it. Up next, how a blood test is close to spotting several types of cancer.